Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, B Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab, where I do what I do for you. I got something nice for you today. Ought to be fun. I don't know why all my analogies are either food or drug, but this is another food analogy just to give you a heads up. We're going back to the old gumbo. All right, let's rock. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in the story for life somewhere, I guess. I appreciate you tuning in. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? So I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical. But if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. Another food analogy. I hope it goes well. I can try to put it together metaphorically and symbolically. So, right thinkers, let's talk about why my spiritual gumbo works for all who use it, aka my spiritual philosophies. Why my spiritual gumbo works for all those who use it, even moi. It's important if you're going to give somebody something or serve somebody or teach somebody, you better have tasted it and know what it is. That's my point. So let's talk about this little right quick. Quick lesson. Hope you get it. Yes, right thinking philosophy, aka I call it spiritual gumbo, is universal, meaning it fits anyone who will practice it when daily and your benefit. Simple as that. Ain't no trying, no. That's just a fact. I ain't here to argue, debate, none of that nonsense. So I have a philosophy that if you implement it, you practice it, you'll benefit, guaranteed. Whatever your religious beliefs are, right thing philosophy don't take away none of that. It will enhance it. Trust me, with what? More spiritual truths. Now, if what you believe is contradictory to the spiritual truth, that's on you. Got nothing to do with me. I'm just giving you the spiritual truth. Whatever you got from somewhere else ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm giving you the truth. Please understand that. Just like, again, gumbo. I got to use the food analogy, the metaphor. Just like gumbo, a gumbo meal. My spiritual philosophy has a little bit of all, again, all spiritual philosophies for a reason. I took what every one of them had that was positive and right and what I thought, and okay, that's what I want. That's what I want. I don't need all no, you know that. I tell you the story about man in nature. God offered man 20 years of normal sex life. Cool. When the lion came up, the lion said, I don't need 20. I take 10. So man took his 10. Then you got the monkey. He came, he took his 10. Then you got the donkey. He came and got his 10. So they explains for the 50 years. And I heard this lesson, this joke. This is a joke when I was 17 years old. Okay, French in college. Never forget, my professor told it to me. And I said, yeah. He said, that's why man got 20 years of a normal sex life. God gave you that. Then you got 10 years. First of all, the monkey, excuse me. You got 10 years of monkeying around. Then you got 10 years of lying about it. Then you get 10 years of making an ass out of yourself. And as I live life, again, no experience. I could tell that joke in earnest. I guess he could too. So yeah, he passed it on. I'm just passing it on for young people. Trust me, after 20, it becomes a crapshoot. But true life deal. But just like a good meal and gumbo, I put a little bit of everything that's good and positive philosophically in my philosophy. That's all. That's all. I mix it in with my life experience, what I learned, what I understand to be. So that's my philosophy. Simple as that. I ain't trying to tell you nothing other than that. I have my spiritual philosophy, yes, but my spiritual philosophy is based or built on our ancient ancestors' original Maya philosophy, Semi-Tawio, Shita Netta. I didn't just make up and call it my philosophy. No. Understand that. So I just gave a lesson prior a while ago. I gave you about 20 different spiritual philosophies. And they all said a bunch of stuff different, but they all came around to be the same damn thing. And I put that to show you they can go all around the Mulberry Bush. They still end up with what? You getting to God, you knowing thyself, you knowing who you are, or this cycle gonna start back again. Why? If you don't get enlightened, we're here to know thyself. That's why. And whatever religion you follow, whatever spiritual perspective you have, it's all going to tell you the same thing. Moving on. I'm just one of them, just doing my way. That's all. Now, all spiritual philosophies, aka dogma religions, I call it spiritual gumbo. They all get you to one place. They all get to get you one place, to God. That's everybody's objective. In whatever name he go by, don't change who and what it is. Attributes stay the same. Okay, so understand that. And if you're spiritual, that's what you want. You want something to grasp and understand that can serve you. If you implement the practice that right thing philosophy does, it will serve you. My spiritual philosophy, aka again, here we go, Maya philosophy, the Shita Netta, Samata We, has been proven to work for over thousands of years. Thousands of years of harmony as a people following this philosophy. I call it right thing, but it just broke it down for you. I tell you where I got it from. So please understand that. And I have respect for all religious philosophies. Again, I just don't subscribe or practice them. Again, by choice. Moving on. I fellowship, respectfully, but I don't practice it. God, again, like my gumbo, is different what? For everyone. Everybody who know God know it on a different way and a different understanding, but they all know for themselves. That's the ticket. God is the different but same for everybody. If you can see that and understand that. Who God is different for all those who find him, who know him. And like my spiritual gumbo, it everybody who tries it, it will serve you and you will get to God on your terms and your deeds and your earnings. Simple as that. Just like you have to what? Master the gumbo recipe for those who cook gumbo. Just because you from New Orleans don't mean you can make gumbo. I knew a chef who pretty good at the last meal I had. I think was probably the last time I had some good gumbo. But I assisted in the meal, so I felt good about that. But one of my regrets, moving on. But I use the gumbo analogy because it takes a lot of stuff, a lot of understanding. You can master oneself. Just like the gumbo recipe, you got to put the time, energy, and effort in to master oneself. What? For God's approval of what you're doing in human form. Gumbo again is not if not made right, like those fictitious concepts about religion. If not done right, what'll happen? The gumbo won't taste good, and the philosophy you're following won't work for you. You won't get to God. If they take you God is somewhere out here, they leading you the wrong way. And all religions put God outside of man. I'm just saying, moving on, got nothing to do with that. Gumbo, okay, if not made right. Yeah, we have a lot of gumbo makers. Yeah, everybody make, so they say. But because they are what? From New Orleans, New Orleans, okay, that don't make you a gumbo master. Okay? Again, like anything else, if you can do it, you put the time in to learn the master, that's what it's all about. But just to say I can do something because you know about it or you heard about it, don't mean you can do it. Professing something that you haven't done, might not want to do that. Right thing of philosophy is like what? Like that. Why? Because you watch, you follow, you can all that you can do with me, but that don't make you a right thinker. If you ain't what? Implementing the stuff that I'm telling you, you follow me every day. Yeah, I see you, man. Yeah, you get some good information. But are you taking it and using the information? That's on you. It's not, again, it's not what I say. It's about what you do, what? Far as a righteous living, and those are the ingredients of what? Being your best self. You have to implement those things in your life. I'm just giving it to you to try them out. And once you do that, now it becomes yours. You can call it what you want. Again, but you have to put the work in. That's what he recognizes. You can fake, watch this, a bunch of this going on. You can fake being a good Christian, Muslim, or Jew. Why do that? That don't make sense to me, first of all. But a lot of that going on. But real Christian, Muslims, and Jews will know what? They're not one of them. Like the Pinocchio theory, you're going to look different. You're going to stand out. Fake people don't understand that. Yeah, but when you lie, your nose grow. So we got that concept, and that's where it comes from. And real recognize real, and I can recognize fake just like I can recognize real. Moving on. If you're in a group, and everyone in the group that you're in is being blessed, share a blessing. I'm on the prayer line every week. And there, every week, somebody's asking, but every week, somebody's giving thanks. I've been on both ends. So I know better than any, again, by that. But if you're not one of them, it's something you're not doing. Don't look at, no, don't be like, no, don't be jealous. What are you not doing that you're not receiving your blessings? And my pastor tell us we serve a right now God. If I'm in need, and I've been in that situation plenty of times, now I don't even freak out anymore. Why? Because I'm just assured that it's gonna work out. And it always do. So my point to that is if you're being blessed in a timely fashion, when you need it, that's the God you should be serving. If you're not receiving blessings from your prayers that you put on it, and you're not receiving the blessing, you might want to check out what you're doing wrong. That's all. That's all it is. It ain't got nothing to do with God. Well, in his, yeah, that sounds good. But if his time ain't when I need him, I don't need to be on his time. That's CP time. You know, I had colored people and they always on time. But God ain't never on time, but whenever you want. Man, if you in need, whenever you get there, it's on time. So don't give me that, please. Sorry about that. But I get the concept, but I ain't buying into that one. Where am I down here? Oh, you can fake people out. But if you're not being blessed, then like the rest, it's something you're doing wrong. Don't get mad at them or be jealous of them. Okay? I love seeing people get their prayers answered. That just feels so good. If you're in a group, again, I just excuse me. But now if you know anything about gumbo, it has a little bit of pretty much everything in it. But the kicker is you gotta know how much of everything. You know, just I watched my old man do that, and I was always amazed at how he knew how much of what, how many of this, how many of that to do it. I regret not getting that I didn't learn that from him. I didn't get that lesson, but I was the one who had to clean it up. So I knew we emptied the refrigerator, the freezer. We put everything we had in the meat wise in the meat in the stew. And when you get done, man, oh man. So that's why one of my favorite meals. But I use that as the concept because everybody can't do it. But it means putting everything together and having them work for the what? The flavor at the end that you can enjoy. The beef, the pork, the seafood, all that is it. It's a bit of everything in there. And you get to, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like my spiritual philosophy. When it's all put together, it just feels good. That's all. You can enjoy it. And guess what? It's yours. You just can't claim to be a right thinker and know something and know nothing about what it is to be a right thinker. Don't do that. Christian, same, I feel the same way. Don't do that. I see a bunch of people. I'm Christian. You go to church? No. You pay tithes? No. What make you a Christian? Moving on. So I'm just saying, all right, moving on. Self mastery. Just like the gumbo, making takes what? A lot of time, and it has to be done right with the right amount of the ingredients with the right mixture. That's why just enough, a little bit of this. I got different philosophy, right? Just I don't want that. I need too much. That's enough right there. I need just that right there. Just a little bit. Why? That's putting the right stuff in there. So when it all come together, it works for you. That's the concept. I hope you understand. I don't know why I keep going back to the food analogy, but that's how I look at it. And it works for me. So I hope you get the concept. That's all. We keep talking about gumbo. What's that thing about gumbo? Sorry about that. All right. I used to watch my dad make gumbo. Well, he's a chef, so he made a lot of stuff. But the gumbo thing, and I to this day regret what? Not getting the damn recipe. I got a lot of stuff from my dad. The recipes for gumbo, I didn't. I'm cool, Dad. I'm good. Calm down. All right, so yeah. But I use that same metaphor, that same philosophical concept in my right thinking philosophy. I know everything that's in it. I'm the one putting it in it. I'm the one doing just the right. So I'm the master of that dish when it comes to right thinking philosophy, metaphorically. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. My old man was a master that made that gumbo. Everybody loved it. I put some of what everyone's philosophy into it for that reason. Why? If it's good, I want it. If it work, I want it. Simple. If it don't work, get it out. Well, I don't want stuff that don't work. Well, everything is good. Yeah, all good. Nothing bad on the menu when it comes to my spiritual philosophy. That's the point. That's my concept. That's my goal. Watch this. Now, but my spiritual have just my spirituality have just the right amount of what all the philosophy that I took bits and pieces of just to work just where I need it. That's my goal. That's the point. And when you learn it, you understand. If you're a gumbo person, you get the analogy and say, okay, so try it out. What? My spiritual philosophy. Gumbo, again, let me wrap this up. Again, appreciate you tuning in. All right. You get just the right amount of everything, all the philosophies, and not miss my only concept is what? It worked. Does it work in the end? The results is what's that flavor. Yeah, that's it. You got it. You got that thing. Gumbo be okay by far is I guess you know my favorite dish. Yeah, like right thing philosophy, my way of life. I live it, I love it, and I try to teach it to those who they can what use it for themselves. That's what it's for. It's serving me. I figure help you out too. When I'm okay, what I got? When I'm in New Orleans, when I go to New Orleans, and all I'm doing, wherever I go, if gumbo's on the menu, who's the chef? How's the chef? Why? Because I know it takes a chef to make gumbo. Okay, everybody they say they can know. So yeah, I'm being the taste tester. And what I do, I'm looking for what? That perfect gumbo meal that I can go here and know I'm gonna get that taste, that flavor. Yeah, so this is a big thing. I have a few gumbo recipes that I picked up on it. No, but to this day, none of them is my dad's. I've been telling people, nah, hey, try this. Yeah. So personally, I ain't tried near one of them. So I got them, but they ain't tried them. So I practice. Excuse me, no, I partake or I practice my spiritual gumbo with daily by living it. I manifest what I teach. Why? That's what I'm teaching it you for. You can manifest it too. I'm just showing you. I do it. I ain't got a problem with that. And what? Daily. And what? I'm being blessed for the work that I put in doing what I do for you. When? Daily. Let me wrap it up for you. Again, I appreciate you. And I tell you all the time, I tell you, I don't teach, aka serve, anything that I don't check and eat for myself and use for myself. That's right thing philosophy. If you're gonna teach it, you better live it. Why? That's proof that what you're teaching is what you're living by. I ain't got a problem with that at all. Sometimes, even if it's wrong, not wrong, but I'm saying even if I don't agree or subscribe to it, that don't have no difference to me. If you practicing what you preach, knock yourself out by all means. But I serve a spiritual gumbo that I live by. Why? I love the meal, I love the concept, and I try to break it down for you. Hope you understand it. That's the lesson. Right thinkers? May y'all live to be 100 and me 100 miles a day. So I never know that right thinkers like you passed away. I'm still looking for that gumbo.